Hi, my name is Bryan Cox, and this is Team Red's presentation on our real-time strategy game. Our game will be viewed in a top-down perspective, which will be displayed in a steampunk environment. The player's goal will be to grow their land and ensure their power is greater than the opponent's. Collecting resources and obstructing the opposing side will aid in accomplishing this. When a match first begins, the map is randomized. How a player goes about winning a match is they must dominate majority of the map by the time it concludes. It concludes when all player turns have been exhausted. Antagonizing forces come from direct confrontation from the AI or either an opposing player. Players will also want to capture high resource areas that ensure longer lasting empires. During matches, players will be notified of these new high resource areas that just spawn, which will influence new dynamics to player strategy. Our game was inspired by West North and Civilization. Similar to those, our players will move along a hexagonal grid and capture areas of interest. The combat in our game is a reminiscent of West North, and the resource gathering is like Civilization. The differences are our players will engage in combat through resources, and the end goal of hindering the opposing player is by stopping their revenue. Our game's mechanics. How the fog of war mechanic works is it covers the battlefield in a cloud of smoke only at certain times, and during this time it causes players to not be able to recognize other players. AI settlements. These exist within the world to confuse players about whether they are facing an NPC or actually a real player. Our resource mechanic, once captured, grants abilities to buff your own towns or debuff enemy towns. Our debuffs include slowed movement, which will cause players to not be able to travel as fast and capture zones as easily, altering players' income of resources, and also environmental land traps, which will be randomly generated at the start of the match. Development risk. Our risks come down to the desired balance while incorporating our debuffs, calculating the frequency and payout of specific resources, the high complexity level of our AI, and making the already simplistic style RTS game more engaging. Thank you.